loves, welcome back to our channel. I hope everyone is fabulous today. If you're wondering why I look so familiar as to like the last video, ooh, I got a bug bite right here. You guys see that? It itches so bad. But if you're wondering why I look so familiar as to the last video, that's because I'm kind of filming and testing two products simultaneously. So, in last week's video, or the last video, filming the eyebrow, the Maybelline Tattoo Eyebrow Studio. And I also got another product by Maybelline that we are going to be testing out today. And it is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage, what does that say? Couvrance Complete? I don't know. It's supposed to be up to 24-hour foundation, and I got the color 112 in Natural Ivory because let me tell you, they were sold out of everything. Everything, you guys. They had no freaking colors, and most of the colors were opened up and swatched in the store, so yuck. So yeah, we're gonna be testing this out today. I did kind of do a try on last night to see how it lays down on the skin, so I kind of already know, and I will say it is very full coverage. It's very matte, and I have dry skin, so because I know that it is a very drying foundation, I am gonna go ahead and do a little extra step on it, and I'm hoping that this won't mess with the integrity of the foundation, but I need to go ahead and put a little bit of oil on my face and a little bit of extra moisturizer. So I'm going to go ahead, we're going to get in and do that, but before we do, another reminder, we have the giveaway going on right now, so make sure you get all your entries because you have till Friday, that's it. Friday, it's over, and hopefully you have all your entries in, and I'm going to be drawing the winner and announcing it on Sunday. So we only have a couple days left, you guys. Make sure all the entries are in. The link is down below in the description box. So make sure you guys have all your entries in, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on our try-on. Before I get started with the foundation, I am going to put on a little bit of moisturizer and mix it with the Tarte Maracuja oil. This is my favorite oil for my face. I know everybody likes like the unicorn tears and things like that, but I love this Maracuja oil. I really do like the Tarte skincare. It's worked wonders for my face. I've used it a lot in the past, and right now for wintertime, the First Aid Beauty has made my face feel so soft, you guys. I mean, it's so radiant. I know I still have like red blotches and stuff, but like my skin itself, oh, feels like velvet, I swear. So, and it's just been since I switched up my skincare routine. So I am in love with it, and yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start by going in with my damp beauty blender, and actually, you know what? I think the best way to do this is I'm going to go ahead and dot this on my face because this does dry pretty quickly, and because it is so flippin' full coverage, a little bit does go a very long way. I just want to make sure it spreads around. Oh, now that I've shaken it up, this is a brand new bottle and I'm already having a fight with the pump. There we go. Ooh. There we go. And now the forehead. Okay. Think we got everything. Okay. Okay, now we're ready. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get this worked in. I learned last night a little bit goes a very long way. because it is so full coverage. But if you use just a tiny bit, it will go to a medium for you. And this color is definitely too light for me, but I didn't have many color options, as Walmart had been picked through like vultures. But as you can see, it's creating like a flippin' mask on me. Like on this side, I used hardly any, and it still was really full coverage. Like those little dots, even though there were a lot of dots, there wasn't much on them. And I am very glad I laid that oil down, because right above my eyebrow, I'm already seeing it kind of cling to some dry patches. So if you have dry skin, make sure you super duper moisturize, because this baby does kind of cling. It's not super bad. I've seen a lot worse, but it ain't that pretty either. Since this is so much whiter, I'm going to go on my ears to kind of match it. And I am going to go over it with bronzer anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. I can make it work. It's just, yeah. This product actually was out many years ago, and they pulled it from the shelves. And if you look at the older version, if you ever tried the older version like I did, the older version, the colors were a lot different. Like I was this color when it was back out, but it was a lot darker from what I remember. Like a lot darker, like it was almost too dark on me, and now this one's way too white. So one thing, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, as it's already starting to dry down, it is really beautiful, you guys. Like it is kind of dewy. It doesn't look as good on camera as it does in real life. I will say I have this little skin spots right here, and that is peeking through. So I do think maybe it's more of a medium coverage with a beauty blender, but I'm going to go ahead and try to cover those up. I'm going to just go in with another pump, and I'm going to just, I did put on my beauty blender at first, but I'm just going to go in the center of my face where I need more coverage, and we'll work that out. We'll work it out. I don't really need any more on my forehead, so we'll just leave that alone, but we'll go ahead and build this up more. Last night I used way too much, which is why I didn't want to go in with as much this time. I'm normally a very heavy-handed person, a very cake-faced person when I use foundations. But this one even kind of scared me a little bit, you guys. This one made me kind of like, whoa, maybe we should only use a little bit. Because last night, I will say it looked beautiful when I tried it on and set it and everything. It did look very beautiful. Like even with a little bit of powder over top, it didn't look very dry. So normally with really matte dry ones, it normally accentuates my lines a lot more, but this isn't too bad. And I do like that even though it is a more matte, it still kind of has a little bit of a dew, a little bit of a shine to it, a little natural shine. So I'm okay with the coverage the way it is, and so it is drying down pretty nice. This little skin spot, even with an extra little coverage, is still kind of peeking through. So I mean, I will say it's a light full coverage. We won't say it's full body full coverage. It's a light full coverage. So it's like maybe slightly above medium, I will say. But it's too heavy and too thick to build it up too much. So you don't want to build it up too much, because you're going to end up definitely looking cakey with this one. I don't quite remember, but I don't think the original formula that was quite like this. From what I remember, I do remember it being a little bit more full coverage, but I don't remember it being so thick and kind of cakey. So they did definitely change the formula on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face. I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape in Fair and spackle my face. And maybe this will give me the little bit of coverage that I do need with my little sunspot. So not a big deal that it didn't cover every little tiny spot. It is definitely way different than the matte and poreless, that's for sure. The matte and poreless, I think, even has a lot more dew to it than this one. And the matte and poreless, I will say, is more medium coverage to me. This one is definitely got a lot more coverage than that. And this one, for me, matte and poreless usually breaks up around my nose during the middle of the day. And this one seems a lot more drying, so I think this one may hold up a lot better. So we'll see how that goes and how it compares. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend this baby out. Before I set everything down, I do like to put on my highlighter first because I feel like it glows from like within, you know, right underneath the powder, and it just helps my highlighter be a little more flaky. So I'm going to go ahead and put, oh, by the way, I'm using the Nikki Tutorials Ofra highlighter, which is my new favorite. To set down my makeup just slightly, I'm not going to do a lot because this is so matte and it's dried down pretty well on its own, but around my eyes I do have to set, and my nose and all of that, just because I do tend to get oily through the day and because I do crease really bad around my eyes. So I'm going to use Airspun and just a big e.l.f. brush to set it down. I am going to go in and refix this because I know I already creased. And then just whatever's left over on the brush, I'm going to take over the rest of my face. For bronzer, I'm going to use my Butter Bronzer. And I did get the one that is in the deep bronze. So this one has a lot more color to it than the basic Butter Bronzer. My face is back to having a little color in it. I'm just going to slightly contour, not by much. And I'm going to use my ABH contour palette and just bring that down my cheekbones. Okay, so, and for blush, I'm going to go in with the Lancome Blush Subtil in Rose Fresque. And I love these Lancome blushes. They are my favorite. They're so subtle, but like, just like a natural blush almost. Granted, I just put a lot on right there, but they're like sheer, but just the right amount of pigment. I got this one in a little free gift bag, but I will go back and buy every color, even though they're expensive as hell. Hey, Glam Dolls, I'm going to go fix my hair now, but I just wanted to show you the look before I take off for the day to go run around to my niece's birthday party and running errands. So far, I know you can't really tell right here, because the lighting's not very good, but it actually does look really nice and silky smooth. So far, so good. I think it looks absolutely beautiful with everything on and really smooth. It doesn't look cakey at all. So I will be checking in with you guys later today and let you know how it's holding up. All right, guys, I forgot to do my check-in earlier, so I'm doing it now, and I'm doing it in the dark, so that's why the flash is on, so I can't see what I look like, but let's see here. I'm going to look up in here. Oh, well, the foundation, it is about 5:45 right now, and I put it on at about 11:30. And so far, it has held up amazingly. I've been running around. I was at a kid's birthday party right now, and it looks amazing so far. I don't have any issues with it. It almost looks as fresh as when I put it on. So I'm really, really happy with it. The only thing I wish is it wasn't as thick, like when you put it on, because it is a tiny bit cakier than I like. But it's held up amazingly, and it is very full coverage, you guys. So, so far so good, and I'll check in again in a few hours. All right, okay, so I just wanted to do my last check-in on the Maybelline Superstay foundation, and I just want to say this held up amazingly. It actually looks really good in person still. Obviously I have my little crease lines right here, but around my nose it's not oily at all. Like, it feels really great. It held up amazingly. The only thing that I wish, oh, excuse my eye right here, my eye's been watering all day, but the only thing I wish is that it wasn't so thick, but I think it might have to be so full coverage, but it really, really worked out. I am definitely going to give this 2 thumbs up. I really like it, and I'm someone who has super dry skin, so if I can make it work, anyone else can. Just be really careful to go light-handed around your dry spots. Make sure you moisturize and exfoliate before you put it on. But if you have a long evening out and you're going to be partying all night, this would be such a great foundation for that. Not a flippin' single oil spot on my face at all, you guys. It is so amazing. So yeah, absolutely recommend it. This was definitely amazing. All right, guys, so that is it for today's foundation review, and I will see you guys next time. Remember, get all your entries in for the giveaway. All right, bye, guys.